T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, command engine start, 2, 1.
Sounds like they're having fun up there.
Good evening, my friends. Good evening to you. Good evening. Welcome. You are to Tiny House Live, Inspirational Space Station, circling high above the planet right now as we speak. How was your ride up? Was that okay? Wasn't too bumpy? That rocket was a little, we've had some warm air down here on the planet's surface, so I was a little concerned about the rocket ride up here for you all. But you seem to be fine. I see people checking in over here already. Glad to have you aboard the Tiny House Inspirational Space Station for what we call season number 9, episode number 2. Number 2, my space friends. You know, my mission this season is to stay high above the planet Earth. I think it's safer up here. I'm working as a conduit between some visitors we have that want to know more about us, and I'm working between a conduit about the people down on the planet Earth who want to know more about them. And so I'm just up here being an intermediary, asking some questions, beaming people off of the surface of the planet, you know, doing what I can do to inspire and clarify the human species, at least from my point of view. And that's me. That's what I do. I am your professor right here, high, way above the hills of Petacocha, like I said, in the Inspirational Space Station. And yes, I do have a degree. It's a D.O.P.E. degree. That would be a degree of personal experience to you. Glad to have you with me. Right now, I'm circling above the planet. You can see over here on my far left, looking out my porthole, that we're somewhere over New Zealand, I believe. Right now. Gives me a couple minutes to say hello to everybody before I reach down there onto the planetary surface and unsuspectingly abduct a visitor for tonight. I have just the person in mind. Just the person in mind. Yes, my friends. Hello. Let's look over here. Oh, are they here? I think they're here. All right, well, that's all right. You guys can wait outside. Hello, Isis. So glad to have you with us. Hello, she says. Hi, Professor. I'm so glad to have you here. It makes me smile every single time. Mackenzie, you too. Tammy, Fela. Glad to have you aboard here with me tonight here on the Inspirational Space Station. I have a fun show tonight. Yes, we have some an interesting guest I'll be abducting in the near future here, and I understand that she has a wonderful new debut album out, which I've captured and formulated for your consumption. And we're going to have some interesting conversations because we've been having an interesting conversation since you walked in the door. So we had to stop and slow down and save some of it for this show. And that's what I'm telling you right now. So much fun. All right. Well, who else is there? Oh, Steve Sherrill is here. Beam me up, Steven. Here we go. I'm beaming Steven up right now. He asked for it. Come on up, Steve. You're going to be my Halloween special too, Steve. Yes, you are. Are you there yet? Steve Sherrill has now reached the space station. He's outside watching the windows. All right. Hello, Michelle and Steve. Glad to have you with us as well. Hello. That is a universal space greeting, by the way, if you didn't know that. Basically, creatures from around the universe use that very same symbology. Hello. It means hello. Could mean goodbye, like aloha. I don't know. When the Lady Sky said hi there, you had to feed your cat? You know, I understand taking care of your family. That always takes precedence. You feed your cat. I have a tiny house cat, and I'll be telling you more about him in a little bit. What? Wait a minute. Hang on. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold on. No, not yet. Not yet. No. They're very... Oh, my goodness. See, I beamed them already up here, Steve, and now they're already interested. We'll get to you guys, I swear, but not now. Not now. It's my friends. They have some questions to ask. And we will get to them. We will get to them. But right now, oh, I'm looking over the, where's my window? Oh, yeah, I'm pretty close. Oh, there's Hawaii. All right, I'm getting close to the West Coast. I think it may be about time to work and beam up my guest for this evening. Let's see here. Let me make sure I got my controls set here for the heart of the sun. Yes, I do. All right. That's the sound of my beam getting ready to interact. It's a wonderful thing. Hold on. Here we go. What? Whoa, it's a little bumpy ride. Up here. Yeah, whoa, you all right? Oh, she's beamed. Oh, I've got a body sitting next to me. My goodness. What a nice introduction as well. Right here, my friends, unsuspectedly pulled off the couch, didn't even know she was going to be here, had no idea this was going to happen to her. I think I pulled her off of the couch on probably the one night that she had off, from what I understand. Thanks for being here. Hang on. It's all good. I'm glad to have you with me here on Tiny House Live. Let's get your mic all set there. I thought I had you. There you go. Wait a minute. What kind of joint is this? Who's the audio engineer in this place? I can't work like this. There you go.
There we go.
Wait a minute. That's still not right. What happened? Talk to me.
Talk to you.
No.
Hello. Check.
Well, how come it's not picking your voice up? Hello?
There it is.
Well, there you go.
What happened?
Well, I don't know. I think I had to give it the
magic.
I did. You guys out there, stop that. It's the monkey business.
It is
Going on outside of my little
going on.
inspirational space station right now. They want in, and it's not time yet. All right, we're good now, right?
Yeah, I think we're all good.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, Callie Watts right here with me tonight, right here in the Inspirational Space Station, circling high above planet Earth as we speak.
There we are.
So glad to have you on this little adventure tonight.
Super glad to be at the space station. Thank you for beaming me up.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
You know, when I asked you if you'd be interested, in doing this again, because you have been on Tiny House before. I think we go back to season 1 or 2. I forget.
1 or 2.
And you just said, yeah, I'd love to. It's just like that immediately is the reason why you're always welcome in my tiny house.
Well, thank you, especially because we're going intergalactic.
I know. We invited the entire
Can't
world
miss
around
that.
here. Oh, we got Burroughs and Dillbeck up. Is that Chris?
Yes.
There you go,
oh
Chris.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Good.
He's with us.
He is with us. Actually, I've got something for you too tonight, Chris. So hang with us.
Very cool.
We got a little 8 to, I figure this is probably 9:15, maybe 9:30 at the latest. We have some history. We have some videos. We have some new stuff from your new album.
Yeah.
Of which Chris is a big part of too, by the way.
Yeah.
Did I tell you, by the way, this is your camera tonight. Say hello to the folks right there.
Hello, everybody.
Imagine every single one of their faces all around the world right there in that little lens.
Wow. You can cram all you guys right in there. It's kind of amazing. They say the whole internet can fit inside the size of a strawberry. I feel like the same way when I look at all your faces in
Why
there.
a strawberry?
They say that the whole entire...
Who is they?
You know, them, the infamous they.
All right, okay.
Say that the entire internet can be just like combined into if you were to combine the entire thing, it would fit into the size of a strawberry.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. I told you too. I believe in everything.
Yes, there you go.
That's my theory. I'd never be wrong if I believe in everything. So
yep.
I think we
You won't be wrong.
share some of that. So
Yep.
the universe inside a strawberry. There's another song.
There it is.
We've
Strawberry Universe forever.
There you go. Strawberry alarm clock.
Oh.
Now I'm really dating myself. Well, I'm glad to see people coming up over here to say hello. Great to have you with us here tonight on Tiny House Live, high above the hills in the Inspiration Space Station.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is fun.
it is fun. You know, we've had a really fun time getting together. Thanks for being here, being so timely on the planet.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Sure, of course.
You know, you're here. Nice hug. We got a chance to hang out, talk a little
Yeah.
bit. We had some space juice just to make sure our antibodies are correct. We are unofficially. Oh my goodness, you're unofficially empty.
Well, you know what? We're having a fun time at the space station. I don't get to, hang out at the space station very
That's
often,
true.
so I'm
That's
celebrating.
True. I
So there you
appreciate
go.
that. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. And you were obviously more than welcome in my tiny world any old time.
Aw,
any old
thank
time.
you.
What one was saying? We do have at least 2 to 3 songs from your new album we're going to debut tonight.
Cool.
And we'll talk about a couple of other things coming up. I know that I've got kind of coming up in my future. And wait a minute, what? What?
Getting transmission.
Hang on a second. All right, I will. All right, they want me to make sure that I ask the 20 questions. I have a list of 20 questions solicited tonight by my space friends out here that I must read to them at some point during the show. Not yet, we're going to get into this deep first, but they're really trying to understand us down here. And as I tell them, don't judge us by our media, except this, of course.
Right.
But this is okay.
Is...
But everything else right
Yes.
now is don't judge us. Just don't judge us.
Please.
Wait. All right, not yet.
Give us a sec.
Not yet. Well, they're eager. And
I get it.
it's the way they are. They want it all, and they want it all now.
Well, they sound kind of like
Yeah, at
us.
the time, they're the most patient creatures I've ever met. They have all the time in the world.
Well,
You know why that is? And I think maybe this is a good place to start. And then we'll come back and we'll kind of catch up on what we've done together and where we're going and your debut album. But because they're interested, and I know our audience is interested about some history with you, Callie Watts, and when Chris Dilbeck in here as well, and the whole Spencer and Dilbeck collection.
Yeah.
And I think maybe we need to start off with something that makes our body move.
Yeah.
And I think that's something I know they appreciate about our species. Because
Well, let's please them.
they're up there in little rockets, and they can't move around. But down here, we're like,
Well, let's give them something to move around to in a little space. Use what space they got.
and that is exactly why you're here with me tonight, Callie. Because number one, you get me.
I try. You
All
know
right.
what? I do.
All
I
right.
feel like this is my scene.
This is your scene, totally your scene, and welcome to it. All right, here we go. Let's go backwards in time, because the farther you get out in space, the less time matters.
That's right.
And by the way, I want
yeah.
you to know, when I return you tonight and I beam you back down to the planet's surface, you will arrive exactly at the same time as I beamed you off. You will
Awesome.
not. You
I
will
won't
not
have aged?
You will have not aged. You will not lost a second in your life. Your life will only be enriched by this adventure together, and you will have lost no time, because I know what you really ultimately wanted was a night alone.
Well, then, if only all my experiences could be just like this.
Oh, careful what you wish for.
I know, right?
They might be. All right, my friend. Here we go. Let's listen.
Got my hair slicked back on a Saturday night, and I'm looking for a place to fall. Everybody's eyes like the 3rd of July, and my mind's turned to jello. She's a dirty dog, I'm a bump on a log, gonna order up some flapjack. Make sure they're the ball, all night long, 'cause I haven't had to get a bitch slapped. On and on and on and on, tonight we're gonna take the time. All around and up and down, tonight we're gonna take the time. Got this on my tits, say this on my knees, going down to the fish shack. With the flash of my tooth and a flick in my eye, and else you'll be sipping cognac. Been 13 days since you caught me a race, gonna order up catfish. She'll be swimming upstream, if you know what I mean. She'll be hitting me quick with a lipstick. On and on. gonna take the town. All around and up and down tonight, we're gonna take the town. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Steinberg. Come on. Come on, everybody. Put your hands together. Callie, let me hear you. This is our night. On and on and on and on. Tonight we're gonna take the town. All around and up and down. Tonight we're gonna take the town. On and on and on and on. Tonight we're gonna take the town. All around and up and down. Tonight we're gonna take the town. On and on and on and on. Tonight we're gonna take the town. All around and up and down. Tonight we're gonna take the town. You guys are great. This is fun. Yeah.
My goodness, got lost in space there for a second. You see that?
Yeah.
Whoa! I had a hard time getting my time machine back on the right track. That was amazing. Burroughs and Dillback right there. I think that was 2019. Of course, the Redwood Cafe.
Yep.
And yeah, so much fun. I'll throw out some shouts to Bubba Formato for the great audio engineering on that job.
Yes, Bubba.
Yep.
Oh, there I am.
There you go.
Here I am.
Well, I got a cable issue, or maybe I'll swap it out in a little bit. But if you seem to be all right.
I
You
think
all right?
so. Yep,
Okay,
I think
okay,
so.
all right.
Yep, here I am.
All right, you got your seatbelt on tight? Because
I think
this
so.
ride gets a little bumpy up here sometimes. And there is oxygen under your chair if for some reason you get lightheaded more than usual.
All right.
More than usual.
More than
all
I like
right,
that.
all right.
Yes.
All right, Callie Watts right here with me on the Inspirational Space Station, way high above the hills of Petticoat tonight. Unofficially sponsored by Lagunitas Little Something. Ain't she cute?
Absolutely.
I
She's
love it.
cute.
I love it. Let's lead over here. That was fun. Yes, Burroughs and Dillbeck, and of course Chris Dillbeck, the guitar player, is
Yeah.
your husband.
Husband.
All right, I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to be presumptuous.
Oh, yeah.
Significant other,
Yes.
partner
well,
in life,
yeah, all of those things.
soul child,
Yeah, all of them.
rad guitar player.
Rad guitar player,
Is he
definitely.
Good? Is he a good kisser?
Absolutely. Oh,
That's
my
something I didn't think I'd
goodness.
ask tonight. But see, we're finding out more. All right.
Things wouldn't have gone as far as they did if that weren't
all right.
the
Well,
case.
that was the question unofficially they wanted me to ask you.
Oh,
but
well,
they
yeah,
didn't want
no,
to do it officially.
Absolutely, you guys.
All right.
Definitely. Yes.
I would have guessed as much. I don't know why. But,
Oh,
but
yes.
either way, good.
Oh, yes. He's got soul.
And
in
how
everything
long
that
you guys
he
been
does.
together since we're in deep on this conversation?
A decade?
A
little
decade.
more.
You make that sound so long.
I
That's
know.
10 years, right?
Yes, about that. Yes, and we've been married since 2014. So yeah,
Do a lot of
and,
music together.
We do, and doing this project, this album
Yeah,
together,
let's get into some of that.
has been amazing.
Yeah,
It's been really,
and the
really
the
great.
debut album's name is
In Time.
In Time. Indeed,
Yes.
indeed.
and all of the selections off the album were written in different spaces of time. So it just
that's the reason for the
pretty much. I mean, it works on a couple different levels. I mean, I think also just I want the album to be, you know, the in time grooviness wise.
Right.
But other than that, yeah, I think it's right in time. Excuse me. I felt that coming. I felt
did
you guys.
Did
I
you
felt
hear that
coming
sneeze?
for like 30 seconds.
I want to hear that sneeze again. That was the damn cutest sneeze. Kristen, does she always sneeze like that? Give me an answer over here. Was that a normal sneeze?
No.
Come on, tell me the truth.
That was a held back sneeze, very, very
Don't
controlled.
ever do that. That's bad for you.
I know, but I didn't want to be like on live streaming TV and let one rip. So yes, I held that back. Thank
And by the
you.
way,
I wanted a
Tammy
polite sneeze.
Bell said right there, said bless you.
Oh, thank you very much. I held that one in. Yes, I
It's
got
so
it.
cute you held that in. That was
Thank
really
you.
funny.
I did good.
immediately
I did
had to
good.
laugh. I just said bless you too. You've got people blessing you from all around the world.
Thank you.
What more could you ask for on a Wednesday
Nothing.
night?
That's actually pretty magical.
When you really think about the larger scope of what we do here on Wednesday nights and who we bring together, and even if it's just to bless you because you sneezed.
That's actually kind of rad.
I think it's way
sneezed and
rad.
the world blesses me. That's,
You know,
when
seriously.
else am I going to have that experience?
You could be sitting
Thank
on your
you.
couch all alone right now.
I could. I would have sneezed and no one would have blessed me, Randy.
Absolutely, nobody would have known. Instead, we know every single bodily function you do.
Good
What?
to know.
Good
All
to
right,
know. Just
keeping
be
it
careful
together.
out there.
Keeping it
you
together.
keep yourself together. It's hard when you're weightless
If
in
my
space.
stomach growls, it's not my fault.
That's-
Okay.
I baked you some bread.
Thank you. Exactly.
We didn't get too far
yes.
into the hummus and goat cheese. Maybe
Not
maybe
too
we'll-
much. Maybe on the break.
Maybe on the break. We don't get a break.
Oh,
There
okay,
are no
well,
breaks in space.
There we go. Right, we're on the space station.
We are in the
you
space
know?
station. We must keep moving forwards to make our end goal tonight of debuting. And I think maybe it's really time now. Chris, before we jump into this, Chris actually, would you say helped produce or did produce this album?
He did produce the whole entire thing. So it was masterminded by Chris. In fact, this is how we got together. Here, I'm going to take a little sip.
There you go.
So this is
Shall-
how we
shall
got
we-
together.
shall we
Yes,
cheers?
we should cheers.
Tiny house.
Absolutely.
Tiny
house.
Thank you, Lagunitas.
Yes. Thank you, Lagunitas. So the way that Chris and I got together is that I had joined what was then Frobeck, which is now
Yes.
Burroughs and Dilbeck, but
Right.
in that configuration, it was still Frobeck in 2010. And because Spencer is a lifelong friend of mine, mutual friend between me and Chris, right? So Spencer is the guy that brought me into that project on a purely professional level.
Good call.
Yeah, and we were great. I mean, it was just a fun project, and Chris and I were getting to know each other just as people and friends. And then finally, he said, I would like to produce your singer-songwriter album because I've heard your stuff at this point. We were friends, and I would really like to do that as a project. And I'm just like, yeah, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. That would be amazing.
It's wonderful to have somebody else's perspective into what you're thinking as well, particularly somebody who's supportive and cares.
Exactly.
Because that actually comes out in the mix, Chris. I mean, I
Yeah.
can tell that you actually cared about her
Oh, yeah.
in this mix.
Yes.
It's not just a technical thing.
It's not just that, and
it's true.
everyone on the album has known me forever. I got Spencer, I got Emily Froberg, I got Ben Lawfer, the drummer that you just saw in that clip who was killing it. And then Steve's, I got Al Garth, my uncle.
The magic. He's your uncle?
Yes,
Uncle Al?
Uncle Al,
Uncle Al
came in
Garth.
to do violin on one of the
Awesome.
tracks, and and I mean it's been just incredible. Like the lineup that I've had, Spencer doing all the keys, and it's just, and I got to vocally arrange in a way that I never have before, and it was really, really great. Chris was the person that really allowed all of that to happen. He thought from the moment we got together, before we even got together, I want to produce your album. And we were friends and we started working on tracks, and then life just happened. It got in the way. And then, as far as our own personal situations, that got in the way. I had to go through a breakup and reestablish myself. And that's when he and I got together romantically. So the rest is history. Like, we
Amazing.
got together romantically. We ended up getting married, combining our families. We have a blended family. And during all that time, we just are living life. So finally, 10 years later, we're like, let's finally do this thing.
That's a fantastic
we got it
story. I mean,
done.
that's a great path.
We got it done.
You know, that's a great path to follow. I
Thank
mean,
you.
and look at the results. You've had another baby, and her name is In Time.
There it is. Yes,
it's-
this is our baby together.
Yeah,
this is our baby
that's
together.
a wonderful thing. Well, let's
Exactly.
listen into a track. We'll say hello, everybody over here. Chris is saying absolutely, but I forget our point. But I think he
yay.
agrees with everything you're
I
saying.
love that he's watching right now. Thanks.
It's
Hi, honey.
It's amazing, isn't it? The fact that people all over the world can stop in here and say
It's
hello.
really, really cool.
I know.
I love it.
Even more so, it's even more so to share something off your new album.
Yay!
Now, what I've done is, you want to go to my new nightclub?
Yes, let's go to the nightclub.
Because you can't have your own space station without your own nightclub. At least
That's
I
right.
can't.
Oh, no, I would definitely have a
So I had
nightclub
to. I had to arrange my own. So we'll go on upstairs, go for a little walk down the hallway here,
Cool.
and we'll get into playing you a little bit of something brand new off Callie's album In Time. And I think when we come back, I think it's about time. I can't hold them off much longer. No, I can't. And we'll get a few question and answers from our friends.
All right.
So you ready to go down to the nightclub?
Down to the nightclub.
Space nightclub. It is a space nightclub. Think of it almost like the bar in Star Wars.
Exactly.
Only there's no weird people hanging around.
And no weird
Except you guys.
cantina music.
No weird. I know it could be almost like that. All right. Well, let's drop into what song am I playing here first? Looks like I'm playing Ain't No Fang.
Ah, track 1.
Yeah.
Side 1.
Oh, this is track 1, isn't it? Right
this
off.
is it.
All right.
This is my top 40 hit.
All right. There you go.
We'll see
I love
what
it.
happens.
I
I
love
doubt
it.
it,
I
but,
love it.
you
Let's
know.
do it. Let's do it.
I'm fine. Thanks so much for asking. It's been a long time. Yeah, I know that I don't look the same, but enough about me. I know you must be losing interest, so how is she? Is she still willing to play your pathetic game? Oh no. And does she care every time you stir it in with long hair? 'Cause she looked the other way. And does she cry every time you lie and grab your heart and hope you die? Does she think it's cool taking over my role and playing it through? Well, do what you want and say anything that crosses your little mind.
see you out there. I see you out there. I see. You want to come in? It's time for me to ask questions for you? All right. We're going to do that. We're going to do that right now. Let me readjust my Piro window so we can see exactly what we need to be seeing. All right, my friends, as you know, I've obtained a list of 20 questions from our friends out here that I've discovered, or have they discovered me? I'm really not quite sure which way it goes, but I'll take whichever way, and welcome. There you are. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Yes, my friends. It is that time when I get to read a list of 20 questions, Callie Watts.
Yep.
That my friends out here have given to me that they want me to ask you to better understand our species. And so, who better to understand our species than you, Callie?
I can't wait.
know,
I love being the vanguard to understanding.
You are. You're a human being.
Hey.
You're a female human being. Is that your genetic disposition?
It is. That is. Yep. That is. Yep.
All right. Is that your pseudonym?
That is. My pronouns are she, her. So
she, her. You're a she.
I'm
okay,
a she,
my friend.
her.
She is a she, her. She is here with me tonight in my time.
I'm a she, her.
That is funny.
Yes.
I'm really, and I have to deal with this a lot at work. I always have to think about, what do I call this person?
Yes.
I'm really conscious of it these days.
It's a new era.
Well, I have a number of trans people that I work with who are on my team at the store.
Yeah.
And I want to be polite, respectful, and encouraging.
Yeah.
And so, that's what I'm doing.
We're learning.
But we are learning every day.
Every day. In every way.
All right, well, that's what this little segment is all about, because what I have here tonight is... Like that cue? There's 20 questions from my alien friends out here. And they may seem rather trivial. You may want to take a sip of this first, just to better prepare yourself. That's what I'm saying.
Wet my whistle.
There you go. And once again, we are unofficially sponsored again by Lagunitas Little Something.
Thank you, Lagunitas.
Someday I'm going to find a whole case out there on my doorstep. All right, my friends. These questions may seem trivial. Yes. I know. God, they're so needy. It's all right.
They're thirsty for knowledge.
Uh-oh. See what they're messing with you, too.
There we are.
I know.
They're messing with us.
Man?
What's
They're
going
totally
on, you
messing
guys?
with you. You said you wanted me to ask questions. This is the perfect she, what?
She, her.
She, her to ask the questions to. My goodness. So let's start off. Now, don't feel like you have to be short on these answers. If you need to embellish a bit, it's okay. It's all good. Once again, this will help us better understand our species. And who knows what that may bring for us in the bigger picture. All because of you, Callie Watts. All right, first question they want to know is, when dressing, are you a sock and a sock or a sock and a shoe person?
Sock and a sock.
You do sock, then shoe, and shoe.
Yeah, sock, shoe, and sock, shoe is just a natural.
IW normal.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think that's the way. Anybody out there with us tonight, I'd be
That's
interested
the way
in
the
knowing.
universe intended. Sorry, aliens, if you do it different.
Well, that's what they're really wondering. Is this right? Maybe they don't even wear shoes.
Maybe they don't.
I
but
can't
if
see
you
on
do,
the video down here.
If you wear shoes and socks, put on both your socks and then put on both your shoes, because otherwise, I don't even know.
I don't know either.
I just
but
don't
that's
even
and that's
know.
what they want to know. And hello, Anna. Glad you're joining with us on that topical moment right there, where we're talking about sock and a sock or sock and a shoe.
Deal.
This is a big shoe. And Ladies Guy says, way cool, top 40 hit for sure. Well, that's in regards to your song, a top 40 hit for sure.
Hey, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Here, I'm going to readjust this because this is happening.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, your cable's on your left ear.
One of these days.
Now we're on the same side.
One of these days, I'm going to finally figure out tech stuff.
My goodness.
All my hardware and software and everything in between.
Okay, all right, my friends. Hang on. I'm getting to it. They don't ask the questions. They say, ask the question. All right. They want to know, what is your favorite sandwich?
I'll tell you what. So I'm lucky enough, you know where I work, right?
Max Deli. Thanks for the omelets.
Yeah, and a shameless plug for where I work. So
perfect.
I work in a legacy restaurant that's been in my hometown of Santa Rosa, California for 70 years. 70? 70. Yeah.
Man, you're old.
I know, right? Well, I've been there 22 out of those 70 years, which actually is a chunk of time.
It is.
But in that time, I've learned what great deli meats are and how to configure them into sandwiches. So this is actually a pretty pertinent question in my life.
Wow.
My favorite sandwich, and TimothyBrown.net, the realtor, might be watching right now. If not, he'll watch in retrospect. But he has a sandwich that when he comes in there, he calls it the Callie Special.
The Callie Special.
Yeah, because it is my favorite sandwich
What's
ever.
on this set? What's on it?
So it is pastrami.
Okay.
And you have to have really good coleslaw. The coleslaw has to be really good as a condiment on this sandwich.
Love it.
It is a pastrami and coleslaw sandwich with Thousand Island dressing, but it has to be really good Thousand Island dressing. It can't be just running.
Is this something you readily have available at Max Deli in downtown Santa Rosa?
Every day. And
Every
you can
day.
put it on any kind of bread. TimothyBrown.net puts it on an onion roll.
That's a funny name.
I know. Well, he's a realtor. That's what he puts on all
Of course
his
he does.
pins. And so, like, yeah, there's that. Or you can, if you're traditional, you put it on rye or pumpernickel. But really, it's the whole combination of pastrami, coleslaw, and Thousand Island dressing.
I love the idea. I love the concept. I love
Try
the
it.
whole. I might ask you next time when I come in, can you make me the Callie Special?
Yeah. It annoys the other waitresses because they're like, "What's a Callie special?"
Yeah, right.
I have to fill them
It's
in.
not on the menu.
No,
You have to ask.
You do. But
You've served me some great omelets at Max
I
Deli,
have.
though. Yes, you have.
yeah.
Over and over, and I love.
Yes.
I love
We're known
omelets.
for that too.
Yes, people of space, let it be known right now that
Aliens, if you want a really great breakfast, come to Max Deli.
I'm telling you. There you
Look
go.
no further.
This will be.
Santa Rosa, California. You know where? Beam us out.
Oh, beam us up.
Yep.
That should be on the menu. Beam us up. Well, that was a great answer. That's what they're
Yeah,
wanting to know.
I
Your
can-
favorite
I can
sandwich.
give
So what
you
did you?
an
What?
answer to that.
So is there a name for the sandwich? Callie Special.
It's the Callie It's really, you know what though? Actually, there is a more of a technical name. It's called the Rachel if you're back east, because it is the cousin to the Reuben. A Reuben is pastrami or corned beef with kraut. A Rachel is pastrami or corned beef with slaw. We've learned. You learned something today. The aliens learned. Everyone else learned.
Oh, that's funny.
You're welcome.
We all learned something from you today, Callie.
Hey, I have a lot. I'm a font of useless
They approve.
information.
They approve.
Hey, yeah, they do. No, everyone approves of that sandwich. Trust
Well,
me.
I'm just saying that that's what they do when they get some information that's really useful
A bunch
for
of
them.
New Yorkers can't be wrong, you guys.
Now you know where to go for breakfast, aliens.
And lunch.
All right. Let's the next question right here is what's the one thing that you own that you should throw out?
Many things.
Name one. Doesn't have to be the
God.
most, but
You know what? I'll
Shoes.
tell you what I should. You know what? Actually, you touched on something. I'm going to go with that only because you really did touch on that.
I know. She pointed at me twice
I
too.
need
I
to
know she
go
means it.
through my shoe collection. I am one of those gals that am Imelda Marcos at heart,
All right,
and
all right.
I
Chris,
have,
we need verification. Is this true?
Oh, he knows.
He knows.
Like our
Right.
whole closet's
He
filled
had to
with
make
all
it-
my shoes.
He had to make room for the shoes.
Well, and probably on that note, it's time to go through the whole wardrobe and like get rid of the stuff that's like 20 years ago. Because you guys, I am that person.
you hang
know,
on to it
I will-
all?
Absolutely.
It's all
'cause-
going to come back on you, Callie.
Well, and the vintage pieces, don't throw those away. Your good leather jackets, your
No.
good like.
I wish I had
keep
my
all
fringe
that
jacket.
stuff.
I wish I had my fringe jacket.
Right, keep all
I
that
cut all the
stuff.
fringe off my fringe jacket because I thought it was getting too droll, too trite.
What?
Well, this was many years ago, and I hung on to the leather jacket for years without the fringe. But then
Well,
once I
mean,
cut it off, I missed the
okay.
fringe. So
Well, yeah, that
of
was what
course.
made that jacket
I know.
Randy.
Sometimes you think
learn.
you're reinventing life when you really don't need to reinvent anything at all. It's
I
all about.
hope that you guys are learning from
I
all
hope
of
so.
this
It's all about
right
good
now.
pastrami. Good pastrami.
Yes, it is.
And bacon, which actually happens to be the candy of meat.
It's good on everything.
Bacon is good on everything. There you go, my
I
friends.
want bacon on my bacon.
Did you guys understand that? I think they did. I think
They know bacon.
They do.
I'm sure
if,
they
if
do.
anything,
if they've studied anything.
they have seen the love of bacon on this planet.
I'm sure.
And I'm sure it's messed up all my camera angles talking
Oh,
about
no.
bacon. Well, I got totally sidetracked
Well,
by thinking
bacon.
about bacon. You know,
Bacon.
I was faking bacon. I was making bacon.
Fake it until you make it.
Yes, my friends, that's Callie Watts
Yeah.
right there with me, high above the hills of California.
My
Way up
husband
here.
appreciates
Yes, I'm
stuff
sure he
from
does.
me. He does.
There's bacon
Believe
for
it
you
or
in the
not.
morning, Chris. Hang on. All right. What is your scariest animal? What animal scares you?
Humans.
Humans. That's a good enough answer
Well, no,
for me.
Only certain ones. Only like really ruthless, greedy humans.
Ruthless, greedy humans.
Those are the animals that scare me the most.
There you go. You see out there, guys, what it is that really frightens us? It's not like lions jumping on us in the middle of a safari.
They're cool.
It's not like a
they're
big
doing
grizzly
their thing.
bear attacking you in your
No.
tent.
No.
It's creepy, scary
like
humans.
the handful of creepy, scary humans
Oh, they're
that
out
are
there.
ruthless.
Don't listen to them, by the way.
Yeah, I know. But the rest of the humans are actually really great.
That's just it.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
actually really, really
We are,
humans
we
are
are.
actually really beautiful.
And that's what we're doing here, isn't it? We're kind of combining all the real human beings with us here tonight.
Yeah.
And Anna said, yes, humans. Humans are great answers, Anna says.
Yeah.
Darn right they are. Darn right.
Yes, and like most of us are really great.
Go
so don't,
humans, go
yeah,
humans.
go humans.
Go
Like I have
humans.
faith in us. Yeah, I do. There's a handful that are really mean.
By
and
the way,
I
you
don't
know
like
you know
them.
what they've referred to us for years, haven't you? Ugly bags of mostly water.
That makes perfect sense.
Yes, humans are ugly bags of mostly water.
We are.
That's not true.
Well, we are mostly water. What, 97%?
Yep. Yep. I guess we are. But I don't. I disagree with the ugly bags part. I think
Well.
it's a little harsh.
The beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
I mean, yeah, but did you see them? I mean, come on,
I
guys.
think you guys are beautiful.
Come on, guys. Now look. Now I've actually offended them, and I think they've even left. No, they're actually out there. I can.
You guys don't run away.
By the way, we are in the Inspirational Space Station right now. If you look outside, you can see the fact that I'm showing you the outside view coming back in, so you realize where it actually we are tonight as we have abducted Callie Watts straight off the planetary surface, brought her up here into my tiny house and my
Yeah.
Inspirational Space Station for all kinds of probing.
Woo. Oh, yes. Get ready. This is only the beginning, apparently. Apparently.
Oh my goodness!
Much more to come.
Okay, well, you have more answers. We got. I don't know if we're going to get to 20 or not, but what I really want to know is apples or oranges.
Both?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Favorite choice?
Okay. I'll tell you what.
All right.
There's hardly anything better than a fully ripe and tart Granny Smith apple.
I agree.
However, there is almost nothing better than a fully non-pithed, ripened orange.
That's true too.
I mean, come on.
That's
when
true.
you have no pith on that orange
Pith.
and like, the white
Can you
stuff.
describe the pith?
The white stuff.
The white.
From the peel. When none of that's there and it's segmented and it's perfectly ripe and sweet, sometimes an orange is the best thing in the whole world, but then you get a perfectly ripe Granny Smith apple. What are we to do, people?
Boy, you can go off, can't you, on fruit?
I can go, well, this is a metaphor for life, am I right?
Well, notice I served you tonight over here in our little space station. I'm trying to think of the term for my space station kitchen.
The interplanetary, the intergalactic,
I don't know. I served you some grapes.
and they were such
The
good,
holiday
sweet
grapes, folks. The holiday grapes are in season right now. They're left on the vine a lot longer than usual, getting very large.
They are like sugar grapes.
They
They're
are.
like,
Put them in the
yeah.
freezer and let them freeze. And eat them like
They
little ice
are
cream drops.
perfect
Ice cream drops.
freezing grapes.
There you go. Everybody learning something out there?
Yes.
Freeze your grapes.
Freeze your grapes. And guess what? Another tip. If you put frozen grapes inside your wine,
Ooh.
they will chill your wine
What a great idea. Without an ice cube.
diluting it.
Yeah, who wants to add water to wine?
Exactly.
Not me.
So you can put some frozen grapes into your wine to
Right there.
Yeah,
There's
to
your
freeze it.
culinary tip for the night right
There you
here.
go.
Right here.
There you go. You learn all kinds of things, aliens.
I'm telling you, this is a place. That's why I'm being professorial. That's why they call me a fake professor.
Professorial.
I am. I'm a fake professor.
Me too.
You too.
Yeah.
There's nothing to it but to say you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Fake it till you make
I already
it.
documented by saying I had a D.O.P.E. degree. So
Yeah,
you have to
there
think
you go.
quick. You have to think quick about that.
Yes.
All right. Have you ever asked anybody for their autograph?
I want to say yes to that, but maybe not outright. That's a toughie because I don't think I've
I know.
actually ever asked. I don't think I've ever gone up to someone,
Yeah.
and asked for their autograph. I think that I've been in a position to have something autographed, like in a line of people
Mm-hmm.
at a certain event, like everyone else. I don't think I've ever seen a celebrity in real life, in real time, where I'm like approaching them and asking them for an autograph.
Will you sign this tablecloth? Something like
Right.
that.
I don't think that's ever happened to me. I don't think so. And if it
Interesting.
were to happen to me, I might decline the opportunity.
Has anybody asked you for your autograph?
Yeah, and that is the most flattering and honoring thing possible
I
because
understand.
I haven't been asked 100 million times for my autograph,
Yeah.
like some people have.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, in my case, that's a complete honor. And yes, let me give you my autograph 1,000 times if you want it, or just once.
It's just like that. I had somebody at the Mystic Theater. I was working on the production crew for Y&T, which is a great show coming up at the Mystic Theater coming up in November. See them both 2 nights in a row. We finished the show. The crowd was crazy. They all run around grabbing autographs from everybody in the band and everybody they could find. And the one guy walked up to me and said, and I was doing lighting and special effects for the show. And the guy goes, will you sign this for me? And I go, well, I'm not really in the band. I work here. I'm the house engineer and lighting tech. And he goes, yeah, but you could be famous someday.
Someday, dude.
And I went, dude, let me sign that. Let me sign that
Someday.
thing. I could be famous someday. And,
You
and
can.
I really held on to that. It makes a great story to tell back to.
There you go.
Mystic Theater days, 20 years of engineering there. roughly.
Oh man,
I
Randy is a
know,
legend.
well,
Legend.
we've had a lot of fun in this county through the decades.
We have. We're a
you know.
community. We're a family.
A huge community. And
We're
I
a
go back to
family.
the Frobeck days. I go back to the
Sure.
Burroughs and Dilbeck days.
You go back further than that. Or,
I go back
mean,
to
Adam Thies, the Savoy Swingers.
boy, that's right. We do have some history. The Katati Cabaret.
That's where I met you.
The in the beginning,
Yeah.
probably, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Eric Lindell.
Eric Lindell. I've
I
got some
mean-
Eric Lindell and the Reds and some Savoy Swingers on cassettes
Well, that's-
underneath my storage compartment, which is
You know what's funny? I'm not
under
on
my bed.
I am not on any of those recordings. Those recordings happened, and then I joined these bands after those recordings
Well, they
took
missed
place.
out.
Well, you're sweet, but really, I mean, like live perform. I got the privilege of playing live with these bands. I mean, I sold out with Eric Lindell.
Yeah.
I overcapacitated venues in this area
Yeah.
at. I'm sorry, age 20. I wasn't 21. I was drinking, but
I snuck a lot
wasn't-
of people in the beginning.
know
Those
what
are
I
all
mean?
times past at this point.
And I mean, like, you know, I was 20, and like that was the deal. For a 20-year-old, it was really, really fun to be a part of something that sold out every
Absolutely.
venue we ever played.
Absolutely.
Like, that was a really cool experience. I went from that to being with Adam Thies and Savoy Swingers and like all the, you know,
Those are great times.
Heather Ellison, Emily Schmidt, all the, you know, Jeremy, like all the people that made that group.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
honestly, from there on out, that's where everything else happened.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
And-
It all kind of came out of there, didn't it?
well, Spencer was, you know, like involved romantically with Heather from the Savoy Swingers way back in the day when they were kids, and it's like Heather and I were. It was this whole, you know,
Yeah.
like
and Spencer, by the
connection.
way, Spencer's now playing, of course, keyboards and vocals with Zero. So great
Yeah.
for Spencer. Get out there, do that thing. What a great reference. What a great band to work with.
Super cool gig.
I worked with him many, many times at the Mystic Theater. What a great thing for him to fall into, and a great compliment to what he does. So it's like
He's so
I can see
talented.
the fit there. I can see the benefit on both sides
They're
for him
so
and
lucky
them.
to They're both lucky to have each
Yeah,
other. I feel like
absolutely.
it's a great opportunity for him to branch out,
Yeah.
and it's a great opportunity for them
Yeah.
to have
Yeah.
someone so versatile and talented come into their scene.
Says
So,
over
yeah.
here, Krista said, Ground Nation loves Randy.
Yay! Well, yeah.
Wow.
Well, Harrison, Ground
Harrison,
Nation.
of course. Yes.
Okay. I mean, big
Many,
part
many
of,
Bob Marley birthdays at the Mystic Theater.
There you
with that.
go.
They
You
let
were
me.
a
They
part of
let
that.
me dub sideways on them. I
You're
would
nice.
go just so off the charts dub wise with Groundation, and they all appreciated
That's
it.
sweet.
I know.
You know, well, Harrison is a dear friend.
I saw him not that long ago.
Cool.
And
yeah,
Groundation is
he's
doing great, by the way. They're touring worldwide.
They
so
are, and
fantastic.
he's reconfigured the band. He's doing great. He's
Yeah.
totally,
Yeah.
he's amazing. So that's awesome. I'm
Yeah.
glad that he gave you a little shout out to that.
Absolutely,
Very cool.
absolutely. What time are we over here? I'm looking at my clock. We got a couple more questions. I know. I didn't get to half the questions they wanted me to.
We can keep going. I'm cool.
I want to play another song of yours, but let's.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you one right here that's probably one of the most important ones that they want to know because it concerns our life expectancy and timing here on this big rock flying through space. Is what happens when you die? Tell me what you think happens when you die.
This is mixed for me.
I know.
This is a really heavy question
I know
for me.
it is. I know. I
Like,
know.
really
That's why
philosophically.
That's why it's important to them.
It's really interesting that someone should ask this about me because I have been going through kind of a big philosophical thing. I'm not going to go into the whole thing right now, but I will say that I have kind of reestablished my philosophical views in my 40s where I had different views in my 20s. And it's something that I have been kind of revisiting, like my spiritual side, my philosophical side. You know, and so what happens when you die?
Yeah, what do
the
you
answer is I have no effing idea. So really, I mean, I say that jokingly, but as I get older, the answer is I know less and less.
I agree with
Right?
that. Yeah.
I mean,
we are at a de-evolution.
We are, but with that said, I will say that I do study political science. I study science. I am a science buff. I will say that. Like, I really do love the scientific method and analysis, and I really do kind of like apply the analytical method to everything in my life.
You're talking all around the answer to this question, aren't you?
So, really, I mean, the answer, beyond the answer of I don't know, the answer is I hope.
Oh, there you go. That's a good.
I hope that there might be something after we pass on. I have some reasons to believe that there is, but I have a lot of scientific reasons to believe that there might not be, and that's what might be okay too. You know?
Well, last week's visitor, Kevin Mulligan from Soul Section, his answer was, because he's an RN, and he's seen people in the state of crossing over. And he said when the person came, he was there when somebody passed and came back, that they had the most state of bliss on their face. And they actually clinically passed away for like 18 or 20 seconds.
These things happen.
And he said every line and wrinkle on her face disappeared. And she had the most calm, placid face in the world, and then she came back and had to start all over again. But,
right, and then they all
What the hell?
reappear, and then everything
But I
comes
thought that
back.
was an interesting perspective, and
It
one of the
is.
reasons why they want me to ask this question, because it says a lot about our belief structures, and so you don't believe there's
Sure.
a bunch of people up there in clouds looking down at us?
Not necessarily.
No, I
I
don't either.
feel like if there is something, it is in such a different dimension that we may not ever understand it.
All right, last question. Do you believe in time travel?
Maybe. This is one of those other questions that's kind of attached to the last question.
That's how they got here. That's why they want to know.
There you go. I mean, if there is such a thing as interdimensional existence, then
Exactly.
sure. I mean, you know what I mean? This is one of those things where I want to say yes to that. I want to say that in the center of every black hole, you know, or there is a wormhole that leads us to another universe where maybe time and
It's Horton
time
Hears a Who.
space
It's
is
Horton
a whole,
Hears a Who, isn't it?
right? We watch a lot of shows about black holes where
Yes,
they
we
talk
do.
about, like,
Nobody
you
knows
know
what
what
they
I
are.
mean, right? And so, like,
I watch Star Trek. I know.
right? And so I want to say, like, possibly, you know, but I'm not committed to anything. I have a problem with commitment, you guys. Obviously, because it took me forever to make this album. I mean,
And that's what we're going to do right now. What a perfect setup, because now we're going to
See what I did there?
You're brilliant. You're brilliant. You're brilliant. Because we're going to check on a song that we called off your new album In Time, Callie Watts.
thank you.
A song called "Come Get Bad."
Woo!
What did preface this for us? What is as I set this all up over here? What backstory of song "Come Get Bad"? What are we talking about?
Well, Come Get Bad. Actually, this is kind of fun. Did I go out again or am I
we're
here?
right.
Okay, so this is kind of fun. Come Get Bad was written as sort of in the midst of a song shop that I used to attend.
Uh-huh.
I was a participant in Jai Joseph's Song Shop Saturdays, which is, I think, still an ongoing thing where songwriters get together in
Cool.
Marin,
Cool.
mentored by Jai Josephs. If anybody knows who he is, he's an incredible singer-songwriter, semi-retired, now gives workshops about the industry and how to songwrite. So, as inspiration from another songwriter in that song shop who had written a song about kind of sexiness and having control over a sexy situation, I was like, you know, I'd like to try my hand at something sassy like that a little bit that plays with that energy a little bit. And so I wrote a little thing and then I brought it to the shop to have it analyzed, because that's what we did. We wrote songs, we brought it to the group,
Great.
and we would have it analyzed. I had great feedback on this tune. I was like, that people had all kinds of things to tell me, like, okay, maybe if you want to do a little vocal, go off here, or maybe if you want to switch out this lyric for this lyric and interchange them here in these verses. And using all the feedback that these amazing, talented people gave me, I ended up with the song that we have right now. Technical difficulties on the intergalactic space station.
I tell you, they're messing with you tonight.
They are messing with me. So anyway, so the finished product is kind of a shopped and analyzed version of what I brought in to be edited.
And it's funky as well.
Thank you. And that I came in with, but yeah, they
Yes, that's
allowed.
that's what I beamed you in here tonight
Yes,
on, by the way.
funk.
The funk.
I'm all about the funk. So
Well, we have
enjoy.
been off into the mothership with George Clinton and of course with Kevin Mulligan last week in Soul Section and Funk. So the funk is something they understand about our species.
Oh.
What is it that makes the funk so universally just conscious?
You cannot deny a groove.
That's
You
it.
cannot deny a groove,
that is
people.
totally it. That is the perfect cue and lead up right here to Callie Watts. Come get bad.
Yeah, come get bad with me.
Get bad with me.
Ain't gonna lie. The sleight of your hand has been catching my eye. Think we can make a deal. Ain't playing games, no, no. Just wanna know if you feel the same. Are you ready for something real? Cause I can see in your eyes, and I can tell by your smile that you wanna come and stay a while. I don't need much of your time, don't
so it's just me for a second. Chill, just chill. Hey, welcome back. Yes, my friends, right there. Whoa, get my world under control. Greetings back to you once again from the Interplanetary Space Station, right here, the Inspirational Space Station. Hello, everybody. Lady Sky says, absolutely. You love that one? I did too. That one really struck me. Struck me strong. All right, while I got your attention here real quick, and thank you all for being here with me and us tonight. While I've got your attention right here in this world between you and me, let me tell you a couple things that are coming up. I've got a couple other guests coming in next week right here, which will be October 26th. Will be Kevin Russell, one of the most dangerous men in Sonoma County. Dangerous by talent, I should say. He's amazingly talented. He's going to be here, and we're going to share some stories. We're going to share some videos that I've shot for all of his friends and different incarnations that are Kevin Russell. So join us next Wednesday right here for some more wild carrying music right here from Sonoma County and from right here. Yeah, in Inspirational Space Station, high above the hills of Petticoat. All right, and I've just booked Andre Deschamps. Guitarist and vocalist with the Thugs, program director from the Crush radio station, dear friend of mine, and he's Canadian, is going to be with me on, what did I have that? November 9th. He'll be here on Wednesday, November 9th. So that's going to be a lot of fun, bringing Andre into my world. I have another friend, Ari. I almost said him. He should be back. All right, and let's see. Oh, what else is going on in my world? Professor's got a few things outside of his regular work going on these days at Oliver's Market. Go try it. It's great produce. Great people. Employee owned, nice people, and they employ me.
Yes.
Good for them. All right, and I was going to say, yes, I'm doing a video background this weekend for Petty Theft at the Mystic Theater. Go see that show. They're also playing at the Quarterstone in Berkeley, I believe, on the 23rd. So Petty Theft, October 22nd at the Mystic Theater. I've made him a nice opening video trailer. It's Tom Petty's birthday, and so we celebrate that each year, and I do my part by developing a video background to welcome all the guests at the Mystic Theater for a live show this coming Saturday at the Mystic Theater. Go see that. And for me, kids, I'm having a lot of fun on November 25th, the day after Thanksgiving, and that'll be with my buddies Pete Floyd. If you recall, last year we did a great show at the Phoenix Theater. I videoed the band. This year they brought me back to do even more so. I'm going to put all kinds of video backgrounds and backdrops to a whole evening of Pink Floyd, which you can only imagine could be pretty amazing, since I'll be bringing in my Dark Side of Oz with the Wizard of Oz against the Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. I'll be doing, my version of Fantasia, which I call Floydtasia. And I'm going to be doing, things like Welcome to the Metropolis. So what I'm telling you is November 25th, Mystic Theater, Pete Floyd. Get your tickets now if you're local. But these are things on my mind as we move through the rest of the year. And let me take this time also right now to do a huge She-Devil shout-out. She-Devil shout-out. Now, you may not know the She-Devils, but the She-Devils are a combined group of people who around the world who are Eric Martin fans. We have typically our Eric Martin moments. I'm trying right now to get something happening for us in the month of December for a Christmas show. We will see, and hopefully I'll have some news about that with something in news-worthy for you in the near future. But that's our She-Devil shout-out. And Tara, please get better. Please get better. Tara's in the She-Devils has some earworks. I know these things because my friends and fans connect with me, and they call me, and they check with me at facebook.com/tinyhouselive. You can reach out to me right there, and that's what that's all about. All right, and lastly, please subscribe if you haven't already to this wonderful little portal in the universe, the Inspirational Space Station, right here on the YouTube channel that I broadcast to every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. plus. Subscribe, give me the thumbs up, hit that notification bell, set it to all. So every time I go live, you'll know. If you can join me, you can join me. If you can't, you can look at it and later go, I can watch him later. I think I'll do that. So there you go. Help me reach legitimacy as I almost monetize my YouTube channel to be a legitimate YouTube creator. Can you imagine that? Stranger things can happen in the universe. Lastly, as if I don't have a lot enough to tell you, we're going to come back and talk to Callie in just a second. My Tiny Haunted House Live, something I do every Halloween. If you know me, if you know this show for the last 5 years, every Halloween, it's an excuse for me to start the holiday season. I've got a great thing lined up for you. Think of it as Bob Wilkins' Creature Features and a really deranged Yule log. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So it's an hour show. It's going to be on Facebook from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock exactly on Monday, the 31st of this month, of course, and followed by an encore version from 10 o'clock to 11 that I'll be broadcasting to my YouTube channel, the very same show. I'm doing 2 shows in one night. I can't get enough. Somebody should stop me. So that'll be a wonderful holiday experience right there for you. You know, put it on as a backdrop for your Halloween party. I tell you, if you do, you'll see exactly why this will work for your Halloween party. And if you don't have a party, join me and we'll create one. Halloween right here. There'll be special treats and gifts and stupid stuff like I usually do. Right here, Tiny House Live, October 31st, Monday night, Facebook, YouTube, both of them. Look at your Facebook trolls for all that information. All right, I've told you everything I need to. You subscribed, you gave me the bell. It's all good. It's all good. Let's see if we can't get back into our normal stature here. Where did Callie go? Where did Callie go? She's out here somewhere in space. I know she is. I can feel her presence. The aliens, I believe, had a private conversation with her during this time. We'll have to ask about that. But once again, we're back. We're back. There she is. Thanks for joining me.
Uh-huh.
Did they? I think the aliens came in and fixed your mic while you're gone.
Oh, I'm glad. Yes, they know everything about.
They told me don't touch it.
Okay. They know better.
It's radioactive.
Okay. Oh,
they've had to actually put a radioactivity to it to say she can't touch this mic. So be careful. You're going to be green by the time you leave.
Exactly.
By the way, look over your porthole over there on the other side. We're right now above Italy, Rome, Italy. Look down there.
Oh, bellissimo.
Man, I know. Ciao.
Wonderful. Ciao.
Ciao. That's amazing.
Wonderful.
It's amazing the territory we cover on this show.
Wow.
Let's look over here and say hello to a few people as we move along.
All right.
Because Tammy Bell sent us a couple hearts.
Oh, yay.
Lady Sky said absolutely. I have no idea what that was regard to, but absolutely to you as well.
Hey, absolutely. Thank you.
That would be the correct response. And Chris actually said, Dilbeck said that of course Groundation was nominated for a reggae album of the year for the Grammys.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
That's
we
huge.
should mention that.
That is huge.
That is a huge thing for Harrison and the band. Yeah. They have been nominated for Grammy Album of the Year. I mean, wow, this is really cool.
That's a Grammy, man.
Yeah, that's a Grammy, man. And like I've known a couple other people in my life throughout my career that have been nominated for Grammys while I work with them, and this is one of those times. Like, this is really cool. Will Bernard is a guy that I worked with.
You've worked with Will?
Yeah.
Guitar players?
And
I love Will.
Yeah, and so he, I think, maybe even won the Grammy for a jazz album one year.
I think so.
But yeah, so Will is amazing, and like this would be amazing if Harrison were to Groundation were to win the
I hope
record.
so. And Harrison's one of the sweetest guys too.
Oh
he's
yeah,
really,
I mean
really,
he's a dear
really
friend,
nice
and
guy.
like we're just really pulling for him. This is like super exciting. Super exciting.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, Lady Sky says regarding time travel, we absolutely can time travel. We actually can. So we have a believer right there in time travel.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're going to go from here to this other universe, you're not going to make it in our structure of time thought.
That
it's
makes
going to
sense.
take way too much time and way too many years for you to get to where you need to go.
It makes
you
a lot of sense.
need to go beyond the speed of light.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Speed of light needs to be slow.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
That needs to be first gear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, I think anything is possible. We just don't know. We don't have all of those dimensional.
That's my thought. Indeed.
No, we don't have that yet.
That's my
that
thought
dimensional
indeed.
knowledge.
Yeah. Well, I've gone through quite a few lists over here. We answered some good questions from the aliens. I think we kind of gave them some good information for what they needed. I'm looking at what should I do for you next, and/or as we come up to closing our show, because we're reaching that point of the universe where it's starting to expand and time is starting to contract.
Yes.
And because of that, my glass is getting empty. And
the forces that be
and the
are
forces
having
that be are. And
their
you're all
way.
with us right here Wednesday nights, 8 to 9 p.m. plus, right here above the Inspirational Space Station. And Michelle and Steve say, we love you, Callie.
Yay! I love you, Steve and Michelle.
They're right there.
Yay.
Tell them directly.
Love you.
There you go.
You guys are so awesome. They come to my shows all the time, and they're dear friends of mine. And
Fantastic.
Steve is a great drummer, so like the fact that he takes time out to come to my shows is pretty awesome.
Well, that's awesome. But we all have an appreciation for good music, and you've been responsible for much of that. So I give you a lot of
thank you.
praise for that. And of course, Chris as well, and Spencer, and all the people in Throwback.
I'm so lucky.
You are lucky. We all are lucky. Have you realized how how lucky we really are.
In this county, absolutely.
I tell you, if there's a place to live,
this is
this
it,
is
you
it.
guys.
It's for me right here.
There is just, a bevy of talent.
There is. And I'm enjoying over 5 years of doing this now. And I think I did my tallies last show where I counted them all, and I'm now somewhere a little over 250 live shows from this location right here. 250 live shows. That's of course all the Tiny House Lives and the rebroadcast from the Redwood Cafe that I did for quite a while.
Yeah.
And we just kind of keep pushing this little territory every week right here Wednesday.
Very cool.
Through the rest of the year, by the way. I'm going to be running this all the way up to the end of. That's why I waited to get into all the holiday season with Halloween. Don't forget about my Halloween special. Ask me about it right there on Facebook. Check out for all the production stuff that's coming your way, PR, all that nonsense I have to do to talk you into watching this kind of silliness. I know. Any shows coming up, Lady Sky says? Well, let's see. With me, yes, I mentioned a few. How about you, Callie?
Well, definitely. I usually have a show every month at Aroma Roasters in Santa Rosa, California.
Do an acoustic show.
Right. Me and my husband, Chris Dilbeck, the producer of this record.
Yep.
We just strip it down. It's an unplugged thing, and it's really mellow from 3 to 5. I'm there the 19th of November, and I'm usually there about every 3rd to 4th Saturday of the month at Aroma Roaster. So you can catch me at my regular show there. I'm always there. And then there's other shows that are scattered in between. We're kind of still booking up for Burroughs and Dilbeck, Chris and Spencer's band that I'm a big part of. Also, they are in the studio right now recording a whole new record.
Oh,
so yes,
I need to get Spencer back in, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I already
because
Spencer.
there's a
I'm
lot of
looking
new
for you,
news with the Zero thing that he's doing, and then the new Burroughs and Dilbeck record.
Yeah.
Absolutely, there's a lot of new writing, new news. So yeah, like these projects have kind of overlapped. Chris has been doing the basic tracks for the new Burroughs and Dilbeck album as he's been mixing and mastering my record. So he's been a very busy bee.
No doubt.
Yeah. I don't know how he manages, but he does somehow. So yeah, stay tuned for the next Burroughs and Dilbeck, and then we will be booking up accordingly per that record.
So what happens with this new album? Is there like a Callie Watts band?
So the band that recorded on the album would be the Callie Watts band if I were to configure it to do like a
That's
release.
kind of what I'm wondering.
It's sort of a big.
Or are you a feature in the Burroughs and Dilbeck?
I'm kind of that. I mean, really, I could put together a big release that features the big band and everything of the produced album.
Right.
But I kind of just want everyone to listen to the project that is the album, because that is just sort of like a musical recording project in and of itself.
Yeah.
And the live thing can just be me and Chris most of the time, to just sort of feature the songs in their stripped down form. But I'm not above and beyond a release that puts together a whole band. And I'm thinking if that were to happen, it might happen at the Lost Church, because those folks that run the Lost Church are really nice. And I've been
very community oriented.
Very.
I'm actually looking forward to maybe proposing to do my Dark Side of Oz there next year as a video performance.
They're super cool.
So
that
they
would
they
probably
really
work out.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Josh Woodmiller.
Yes.
You're on my list, Josh. I've tried to get him in here, but he's as hard to contain as I am.
You know it.
Trying to trap him and getting in one room for us to talk is like him trying to trap me. It's the funniest thing.
Got a lot of irons in the fire.
We do have a lot of irons in the fire. You know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to play a track lastly off your new release. I say for last because I'm a huge fan of the song. I'm a huge fan of the performer who made the song. I saw the concert live, the US tour with Peter Gabriel, and you did a beautiful version of In Your Eyes.
Thank you so much.
And the only reason I saved it for last, I was a little concerned about maybe some copyright aspects of this, but I think we're gonna throw the cards down. We're gonna hope our friends out there help us. In Your Eyes, what made you decide this song?
Well, really, it's just one of the ones that I do in my live set. I have a whole bunch, that I do in my live set to intersperse between my originals. And I've always loved this tune.
Me
and
too.
The way that we do it is just kind of like very stripped down and whatever. But I think it's probably Chris that thought, well, hey, why don't we just kind of like do our own thing with this?
Yeah.
Just like we did with the David Bowie song,
Right.
which is also on the
Let's Dance.
album. We did Let's Dance,
Right.
in our own way. And really, his vision turned out beautifully.
Well,
I mean,
this is a
know.
great. I'm looking for the words. I mean, I love the song. I love what you guys did with it.
Our arrangement was really
That's
fun.
really what I was looking for, was the fact that it's a great arrangement. It's a great rendition of how you have just made the song your own.
Thank you.
So
that
that's
means a lot, 'cause
well,
this
that
was a big deal.
Well, it
try
is
to
a big
do-
deal. That
try
song's
to
a
do
big
it
deal.
justice.
You
It
did it
is.
justice. So we're going to listen to that. We're going to come back in a couple of minutes. Hello, Steve Sherrill. I'm glad you're still with us out there.
Yay,
Hang on,
Steve.
Steve. If you haven't heard this yet, Steve Sherrill, you're going to love this. So
Steve is awesome.
Steve is awesome. The Stan Roy Music Center family,
Absolutely.
supporting our county for decades.
Love them forever.
Decades. Love them forever.
Since I was a little kid.
Yep. And big shout out to Robert Sherrill tonight too, just because I can.
Yes.
I know, just because I can, because I want to, because I
Mm-hmm.
feel it. All right, well, check this out, you guys. You're gonna love this. When we come back, we'll figure out our reality and what's really going on with the rest of our evening. Wrapping it all up, no doubt. Thanks for being with us, Lady Sky, Michelle, Steve, Anna. Glad to have you, Tammy, all the way down the list. Isis, wherever you are out there. Glad to have you all with us here from the Inspirational Space Station. Let's listen to a great Peter Gabriel song called "In Your Eyes," reimagined by Callie and Chris Dilbeck. And fortunately for me, I've got it right here for you to bring it to you live, and because I can.
Yay.
Because I can.
Thank you so much, Randy.
Oh, my pleasure.
This has been so much fun. I love it.
It's always fun with you, Callie.
Yay.
We'll be right back, and we'll wrap her all up.
Okay.
I get so lost sometimes. Days pass, and this emptiness fills my heart. When I wanna run away, I drive up in my car. But whichever way I go, I come back to the place you are. And all my instincts, they return, and the grand facade so soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reach out from the I get so lost sometimes. Days pass, and this emptiness fills my heart. When I wanna run away, I drive up in my car. But whichever way I go, I come back to the place you are. And all my instincts, they return, and the grand facade so soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reach out from the inside. In your eyes, the light that heals. I am complete in your eyes. I
Well, my dear, that's just an amazing rendition
Thank you.
of In Your Eyes, Peter Gabriel. My goodness.
We had a lot of fun making it.
I'll bet you did. And Chris, I can't say enough how much I appreciate what you put forth
Yeah.
onto whatever media you recorded onto. We say on that vinyl, on that record, on that recording, on that digital master. Great work.
Yeah, he's
Great work.
amazing.
I can
I'm
tell you spent a
super
lot of
lucky to
time
have
on
him.
it. I'm sure you are, and you spent a lot of time on it, I'm sure.
Yes, he did.
I do a lot of editing. His right arm is probably really... Is he right-handed or left-handed?
He's left-handed, actually.
Why is it all the Brainiac people are left-handed?
They've got the biggest brains.
Is that it?
Yep.
They're just heavier on the left side than
Yeah.
the right?
Yeah, they do.
I love it. I
Yep.
love it. I love it. Well, anyway, congratulations on the release of In Time.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad we could bring 3 of the songs together to bring to everybody tonight.
Yay.
And,
Hope you liked them, everybody.
And how can our friends, fans, and family out there reach out to you, Callie?
So yeah, a couple ways. So there is calliewatts.com.
Good.
That is my website. So all links can be found there. I'm on all the social media sites, of course, mainly Instagram and Facebook. So I have Callie Watts Music on Instagram. I have, Callie Watts on Facebook. Please like my pages and whatnot, and that you'll be connected to everything else. There is a little bit of stuff on YouTube, not too much. During COVID, we did some live living room, type concert things, but just for single songs, individual songs, called the Jammy Jams. We dressed up in our pajamas and did our thing, and so you can find some cool little live clips there of certain songs, all of which can be found in my performance when I do my live show. And I do perform at least once per month at Aroma Roasters. I'll expand out from there, but you can always catch me between the middle and the end of the month, usually the 3rd to 4th Saturday of the month at Aroma Roasters. I'm there from 3 to 5 in Santa Rosa,
California.
Santa Rosa, California.
USA.
Absolutely. And so, yeah, that's a nice little show to be able to walk in and walk out of whenever. It's really, really mellow. And beyond that, just stay tuned for more performances, especially with Bros and Dilbeck. I love being part of that band. But as far as promoting my stuff and doing Callie Watts, just stay tuned, because there's going to be more coming up. I may do a release party. It's, remains to be seen. But in the meantime, just please go to bandcamp.com.
There it is.
If you want to listen to the record, they let you listen 3 times through without buying anything. And then if you want to purchase the whole record or individual tracks.
I bought my version.
Thank you.
And you heard it tonight.
Yep. You can buy it from there. And I will have physical copies of CDs in November, probably by the 1st of November.
Great.
So
you
yes.
can send them, ship
I
them
can
out to the
send them
world
and
at
ship
large.
them in the whole everything.
Oh, wait, hang on. My friends want to know, can you send them extraterrestrially? Can you send them up into space? Can you beam them somewhere?
I can beam them up.
All right, there you go.
If needed.
All right, guys. You got it. You got it. You
Yes.
can get your copy, too.
Yes.
Good. Well,
So-
you've covered a lot of territory then, not
There you
only
go.
just on this planet, but around the universe as well
Hey,
tonight.
I'm universal.
You are, if not before, more so than ever now.
There we go.
Here in my-
Thank you, Randy.
Thank you, Callie, for joining me so much.
Absolutely.
It was so much fun
Thank
on my show. And
you.
clearly, we get each other. We connect on
Yeah,
great
man.
levels.
We vibe.
We do vibe.
This is fun.
This is fun.
Yeah.
So thank you once again. What do I need to do to clear out? Well, nothing. I'm going to beam you back down to the planet surface any second.
Okay.
You ready to do
Time
that?
to come back down to Earth.
Now remember what I said. When I beam you back down, you will not miss a minute or even a second of your life. You will
I
be back
haven't
on the.
aged.
No, when you get back, you're going to be on your couch at home, going, "What in the just happened to me?" And you'll have the entire night off all by yourself.
Well, look at that. It's a miracle. Miracles happen.
Being here is virtually a miracle. If,
So I've heard.
if not, at least a good excuse of something to do on your Wednesday night.
Right.
I mean, it's better than NCS and Law and Order, right?
Thank you.
Who wants to watch the news?
Exactly.
This is news right here.
This is where all of the current events happen.
This is the
So-
important current events, at least in
Exactly.
Sonoma County.
Yeah.
And from time to time, I'll go back and do my tiny house news hour, where I can put on my broadcaster voice.
Exactly.
And I can do newscasts. We'll get back. We'll get into some of that. For now, thank you so much. And I'm going to beam Callie back down the planet surface. Join us next Wednesday here when I've got Kevin Russell back in.
Kevin Russell!
Kevin Russell's great. Once again, one of the hardest working men in this county, next to Sykes Spikes.
Yeah.
Spike Sykes. Sykes Spikes. Did I just call him Sykes Spikes?
Psych Spikes.
I did.
Yeah.
He'll like that.
Spike
He's that
Sykes.
kind of guy.
Yeah.
He's right brain, left brain. Spike Sykes. All right. Next week. All right.
Next
All
week.
right. Hold on now. Hang on now. All right. All right. Here goes. All right. Oh,
Here we go.
all right.
Beat me back down.
I brought you a theme song. You see that? Help you beam out. Here you go. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Say goodbye.
Ooh, bye-bye, everybody. Thank you so much. Check the record out. Thank you, Randy.
So glad to have you here.
So fun.
So glad to have you here.
I love it.
There she goes. There she goes. There she goes. Nobody knows. All right, we're going to come back here. Hope she got her home all right. I think she did. I believe she did. I believe she did. That's a good news for all of us because we need people like Callie down there on planet Earth. Keep us going straight in the right direction. Right, Chris? Darn right. Darn right. Glad to have you all with us here tonight. Ladies, Guy, thank you, thank you, thank you. Tammy, Chris, thanks for checking in. Steve, Cheryl, I love you dearly. Anna, Isis, Thela, those of you who don't join us live here, couldn't join us live here tonight, please know that you can always go back to the Tiny House Live and the Viral Media Art YouTube channel right there where you watch this live and watch it, join it, subscribe to it, do that to give a thumbs up, the little bell thing I like to do. And join me on Wednesday nights right here in Tiny House Live, where I will have so much fun to you once again, bringing you more abductions off the planet's surface. And yeah, that's the best thing I can do is bring people up into my world and show them what's really going on. All right, well, here we go. I can see us fading out. All right, I'm heading back down. Hold on, folks. I understand it's a little bit of a bumpy ride tonight. Heading back down to the planet's surface, we've had some heat, and the beer is warm, so making it even more of a bumpy ride. But you'll be all right. Hold with us, Lady Sky. Have you just checked in? Oh yes. Callie's music is on Amazon Music.
Yes, it is.
There you go. That was the last word. Hold on. Here we go.